Hey guys, Dr. Anthony from Chiropractic, and on the topic of thoracic arc this month, I really just quickly wanted to go through something with you guys that we've been seeing a lot of recently. Now, the thoracic spine goes from right here. It's all the different vertebrae that you have that have ribs attached. And there's been a really common subluxation pattern and theme that we've been seeing with a lot of practice members recently, which is that this area right here, where the rib cage meets the lower back, is getting really locked up. Now, I have a theory as to why that's going to happen and what you can do to help us, and I'll go through that in a second. But this area is really important here because this is going to really support, the nervous system here supports a lot of different functions, like the function of the adrenal gland, which is going to be what gets our body into that fight or flight, tigers in the room type setting, right? It brings our heart rate up, it gets our adrenaline pumping. It also affects things like digestion, and when we see subluxation in this area, it's really not uncommon for us to see different functions there, whether it's reflux or IBS or adrenal fatigue start to go haywire. Okay, so when I see all this subluxation pattern, it really starts to get me to wonder, why is this showing up in so many people? So we've been having conversations with lots of other chiropractors throughout the country who use really similar scans and nervous system-based scans as us, and they're seeing a lot of the same things. So it's not just here, it's not just us, it's just not just our community, but it's actually a nationwide or worldwide thing based off our conversations. So the running theory as to why this is happening so much more now than ever before is because of a lot of these things that we're wearing on our face, which is masks and the fear based around that. See, what happens is when we have to wear a mask constantly, we have to start to use things like accessory musculature in this area to be able to properly expand our diaphragm. Now, that's okay if we do it for a short period of time, like you're going for a running or exercising, but to be doing that constantly every single second of every single day is putting a ton of stress on this area that it's just not used to and it's just not designed for, and it's causing a lot of the nervous system to be able to lock down. On top of that, if we're going to be honest with one another, which I hope you want us to be, is we also have a lot of fear surrounding mask wearing, surrounding getting sick, surrounding the world and what's going on. And that mask can often be a symbol of that. So not only are we having this accessory musculature, this additional stress that's being put on our area, when our nervous system is doing that and processing this additional fear, again, it's pushing us towards this fight or flight state where we're locking down, we're causing adrenal fatigue, our digestive system is going to go haywire, because if we're running or escaping from a tiger, our body doesn't care about anything, or a T-Rex. Our body doesn't care about anything other than getting away. So things like digestion, reproduction, energy levels, the immune system, it doesn't matter whatsoever, okay? So I want you guys to really pay attention to throughout the day a couple different things. Number one, your posture, okay? If we're sitting like this all the time, it's gonna be putting a lot of additional stress and strain on this area. It's just gonna make it extra hard for your body to be able to adapt to that, okay? If you're taking a mask, if you're driving in a car by yourself, I don't really recommend that you continue to do that. Make sure that you're allowing your body to be able to expand your lungs and expand your diaphragm properly. If you are wearing a mask when you're out and about, that's great, but make sure that you're taking and emphasizing on taking really deep breaths to, again, allow for this area to expand properly. Anything that you do to help your body relax is going to be huge as well, whether it's a bubble bath or whether it's meditation or yoga, because we are living in this chronically stressed out fight or flight type world. We need to give our body some reprieve and ability to get into the rest and digest system so we can get our nervous system back online and functioning the way that it's supposed to. Obviously, I highly recommend that you, if you are not currently, get checked for subluxation. To make sure that this is addressed, make sure we get adjusted, because this area is locking down, and specific and scientific chiropractic care is the thing that will get that better functioning and adapting to make sure that all of those systems that are influenced by the nervous system, which are everything, again, are going to heal and function 100% of their best. So guys, make sure that we're sitting up, make sure we're taking deep breaths, make sure we give our body some reprieve, and let's make sure that we are not just chronically living in a state of stress, and we take those moments to practice self-care, because they're going to be huge, not just for our health today, but for years to come.